Ghost hunting? Yes! IRL ghost hunting. We're gonna bust some ghosts. Hey everybody, I know we're at a later time. That's the fun of it. One could say the subathon that we just did a bit before was practice to being a late night goober. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I'm glad you're not. Because I sure as hell am. I got my snacks. I had a good dinner. I don't want to have this waiting room be too long. I want to get right to it. It's time for the spooky jukes. The evening blue doofus. Hey! You're allowed. You're allowed. You're allowed. I'm just happy to have V-Fleet bring us aboard. Hi, Maxim! Thank you! Thank you for the raid! Hello, Raiders! Hello, hello, hello! Well, in that case... Ooh, what are we all waiting for? I got Kit Kats. Give me a break. Yeah, we have 5 minutes. Just shut up, Chris. Hello, everybody. Are you afraid of a couple of little ghosts? I sure am. Hello! God, the light's a little bit darker in here, I know. Welcome, everybody. I know that we're streaming in the laboratory a little later tonight. And I know as well... I do have my redeems off. I do have the redeems off. Tier 1 to Ghostbusters. Thank you, Mika. I love you. I am very excited. Very, 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 very excited. That's my feet. Hi. Yomi, please. If you see a ghost, say what?
Greetings.
No. Look, I've married the Psychos was blue. I'm okay with that. Welcome, though. Today, I am honored to be a part of V-Fleet's USS Hornet. That's right. They decided to invite this crybaby VTuber to a haunted vessel. Whoa. Chris! I don't have throwables on right now. Chris, thank you for the 10 gifted. Why are we on a hype train? Oh my God, you guys. Thank you for the 10 gifted, Chris. If you were lucky enough to get a gifted from Chris, please remember to thank your gifter. Give Chris a big thank you. I really do appreciate that, Chris. Seriously, a spooky hype train. Thank you. Bootyologist, you guys are a little crazy tonight. I love it. Well, then again, we always are. What is that?
We would not all be here today if it weren't for Yomi.
This is fine. Now I blended in the dark. Thank you for the hype train. Guys, we're not going to be yapping for too long. Looking at the time, we're going to yap for about 20 minutes. Our dear friendo, who's going to be hosting everything today. You'll meet them soon. We planned for about 8 o'clock. It is currently 7:40, so TikTok. The ghost has a clock. We're gonna be ready for it. 1 hour confirmed. Oh gosh. Thank you for the hype train. I got some spooky music today. A little bit of I miss this kind of music. You all know that while I am very much easily frightened, like very easily frightened, I volunteered for this. Yeah! While I am very easily frightened, I also am someone who loves the Halloween spirit. I love creepy, spooky, fun. I like fun horror. It's not even horror so much. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, for instance. Real Monsters, which I probably just dated myself by 30 years by saying I loved that show. I love the fun spooky. I love that. So, why don't we get ourselves ready, yes? The Halloween spirit in mid-June. I mean, we have Christmas in July, so why not have Halloween in May and June, right? Fun fact, I actually did that 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we did do Halloween in May. If you know, you know, is when I hang out with Darla, too. Hi, Lady Hazek, I appreciate you. Once again, though, thank you everybody who is joining. This will be a shorter stream. This is going to be all focused, of course, on the ship. But yeah, I just want to have a little bit. Summer Ween Gravity Falls. Oh! We have to watch Gravity Falls at some point. I have never gotten a chance to see it. Guys, if you do want to be a part of our watch-alongs, that's right. We have watch-alongs on our Discord. Not Dick Sword. Why do I say that now? No! No, don't that. I forgot Discord works. I showed the Discord. I'm autistic. Well, I actually am autistic. Maybe dyslexic too now? I don't know. Got my water full. Got a little snacks. On what? The Discord. Which I do have some new emotes that are put on there. We have the Tuck emote now. We have the Aware emote, the Concern emote. Also, speaking of emotes, I am compiling all of the emotes for the near 20 emotes you guys have unlocked. So you guys unlocked 20 emotes during our subathon, which I couldn't be more thankful for. Why does Piscord work? Because we're weird here. I will have any weird command work. You know me. Tuesday is Coco. Yes! This Tuesday, speaking of some fun little ghosts and treats, we're going to be watching Coco, which is another movie I've never seen. We're going to watch that on the Discord as well. I have a whole bunch of events for you guys. Because as you guys know, I will be at Off-Kai. Yeah, I'm brand new to going to conventions, but I'm getting a chance to go to Off-Kai. And I'll be doing some meet and greets IRL with some folks. We have the Maid Cafe and more. Speaking of meet and greets, you guys know I love to do those. And one of the things with the meet and greets was when I had a meet and greet on a ship a while ago, if you guys remember. And that was brought to us by V-Fleet, which I want to happily say V-Fleet is the lovely individuals who has given us a chance today. Who they do actually have quite a few of their own VTubers and stuff as well. We couldn't say no. I was like, you guys are inviting us and appreciating VTubers and giving love to other ships and vessels and trying to preserve history and letting us all tour it. And just like, yes. Oh, it's Nini. I'm really, really happy about it. You guys know me. I'm always happy to just hang out with other VTubers and do events revolving around whatever they'll invite us to or whatever we'll do. It's all a community to do together. So, how can I say no? Well, I mean, there are ghosts. I could have. I sin. But hi, everybody! Also, Hype Train, thank you, guys. Package tomorrow. Oh, Mikon, thank you. Thank you so much for the Hype Train. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the subs. Chris, especially thank you for the 10 subs. Unholy, thank you for the 200 bits. Mikon, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for resubscribing. Also, Ganon, thank you for the 135 watch streak. And Samurai, the 3 watch streak. Never about the numbers, but I always appreciate it all the same. Archangel, the 115 watch streak. You guys are insane. It's nothing, Chris. Your heart is everything. What did I hear, Jebel? Type exclamation chaos. You can type exclamation on a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to meet within about 10 or so minutes. Like I said, I wanted to do so on the hour, but I just wanted to warm it. Chris, why another 5 gifted? What is... Chris. No, my watch streak reset somehow? No! Wait, how? Really? Huh? I'm sorry. It's weird. I would... Don't worry. I'm sorry. I plan to see Beach Boys in August. Ooh. I'd have to go see some concerts soon. I know you had Mika. You're one of the best. As a reminder of everything, like I said, it'll be a shorter stream. Funny enough, I had some gamer subs a little bit before this, guys, as you remember. I do work with Gamer Subs. Code YOMI if you want to get yourself 10% off, of course. I had some before this to keep me ready. Hi, Knight. Trevor, welcome aboard. It's a pleasure to have you here. Let me take some of my water. Alrighty. See, you know what I could really do? They're waiting for me. Not like I'm late. They're waiting for me in, again, about 10 or so minutes. What if I decide to bully them and say, nah, you go ahead and sit in that haunted ship alone for another 10 minutes. I gotta go use the bathroom. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Unless I could. That's evil. But I'm not evil! Yet.
Chaos.
Not evil yet. If you know, you know. If you're subscribed and are in the Discord subscription channel, you also will know. Oh, I'll just say it. I've been talking about it a lot. I have a villain outfit on the way. I have a villain outfit on the way. You guys know that'll be in July. Hopefully early July. Worst comes to worst, it could be mid-July. Perfectly fine. July is fully focused on the new outfit. You guys will see it then. Evil! No spooky. Just a little spooky. It's a little spooky. Andy, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Always happy to have new assistants to the laboratory. Guys, we are also working our way to Prime Plus 2. It's gonna be a little bit of time to get there, but honestly, just having whenever you guys do subscribe or when we have new members, enjoy the plus 70 emotes, soon to be 90. Oh yeah. Hi, Emmy! I love what I saw on your Twitter today. Actually, I was on Twitter a lot today. Yeah, maybe Dark could be a great birthday present. When's your birthday, sweetie? I want to wish you a happy birthday. Which, speaking of, we did have a birthday today. Our lovely GX Aura. If you were there this morning, I was part of the many people who got to give the little call-ins to give a happy birthday. I got to have a lot of fun being my silly goobery self, and she was super kind to me. Aura is somebody who obviously I couldn't watch her before I started because she started around the same time as I did. But I knew about the whole thing before starting because I was keeping an eye on the auditions and stuff. I wasn't planning to audition, but I remember the auditions. I remember the reveal and stuff like that. And it was like, it was so cool watching from the beginning. And here she is now, having so many supports, so many friends and so much support. So just a big love to Aura. And if you were there this morning, thank you for dropping in and giving Aura some love. She deserves it. Your birthday is next week, I see. Thank you, loves. Good to see you. What did you find on my Twitter? Did you find the donut stash? I found the dough. Found 2 big balls of dough. Also, last thing. Yes, I saw on the schedule, Celeste Crowd Control is tomorrow. Yes. Now, probably the last thing, because we're going to go in just a little bit. I want to say tomorrow, we are going to have Crowd Control with Celeste. It'll be our normal time, the 2 p.m. EST. I do want to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry that yesterday we had the internet cut out. It's been a problem recently. Speed Weasel! Your timing is perfect. We're about to go on to the spooky chase. Hi, Weasel. I love you. I'm proud of you. Were you doing Mario Kart today? I saw the whole tweet about 150cc. Love you, Speed Weasel. Guys, give Speed Weasel some love if you have not. We'll shout you out in a moment. It's on cooldown. So excited for the ghosts. Yes, literally like 5 or so minutes. We're gonna meet up with them. I say 5. Well, technically 8 o'clock, but 5 minutes early is not a big deal. You were doing some Mario Kart. Yes, I saw speaking of Twitter and keeping an eye. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Guys, go follow Speed Weasel if you have not. They are such a lovely goober. I love their animations. I love how kind they are. I love how silly they are. They're dedicated. They're hardworking. They're funny and fun. And I'm I'm proud. I'm proud to call you my friend. Honored even. Ding. Oh no. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be flirting. What is that emote? Oh, banana! Oh no. Oh no, the banana Grievous emote? Oh no. Oh yes, okay, that's fine. We do have 2 new ones. We do have the Tuck and we do have the Aware. If you guys have 7TV, you'll see them. If you do not see them, it means you do not have 7TV, and you should absolutely get it. It is a free extension that will improve your Twitch experience. I'm not paid to say that. I just am genuinely like, ooh, 600 new emotes per channel. Yeah. Ah! Also, we're gonna be doing Cyberpunk as well. We're gonna end the Cyberpunk later this week. But yeah, I was saying just a mild thing. Sorry again, we had the internet issue, which sucks. I kind of wanted to long play that day, but damn. Not much I can do about it. I might talk about the issue pretty soon. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh my god, Amika, that emote combo. Gorsh. So again, I hope everybody's doing well. We have a lot planned this week because next week I'm going to Off-Kai. I'll be leaving on like Thursday at like 5 a.m. I will go over some rules for Off-Kai on Tuesday. I'm also gonna post it. TLDR is basically like, hey, I do want to kind of keep myself incognito for safety, but if I know ya, I might be meeting ya, and if also I know ya, you might get something free. I'm giving out some free stickers. I showed you them before. Yomi's mansion real, but on a boat. I'm on a boat. Yeah, I'm really, really happy about it though. I'm definitely nervous. I'm new to conventions still. Maelstrom, thank you for the 7-watch streak. Stickers! Yeah! Yeah, I was very happy I got to commission some stickers, and I want to be giving those stickers out to people that I do meet. We keeping the reverb. I had reverb on the whole time? Why did nobody tell me this? Why did nobody tell me I had the reverb still on? Gosh darn it! I'm stupid, okay? It's alright. It's fine. Hi, Civvy! Hello! Oh, very, very, very wonderful to have you here. More people in the VFleet project. Thank you so much. We thought you noticed. You gotta remember, I'm only working in my element when I have all of my redeems and a million things happening at once. I don't have my redeems on right now. It's fine. Civvy, though, thank you. Guys, if you do not know, Civvy is actually one of the members of VFleet, which we were talking about just a little bit ago. We were talking about it a little bit. Don't believe me? Look. Right here. Shoom. I'm silly. Bipolar Barbie. I love that name. My Barbies became bipolar too after I accidentally gave a haircut to one of them. I miss my Barbies. We don't talk about what I did with them in the G.I. Joes. Thank you. Is that bipolar Barbie? Oh my good golly gosh. But thank you, it's lovely to have you here. Oh my gosh. Your little hearty ones are cute too. Yeah, looky. Look at this cutie. Look at this cutie. Look at this cutie. That's right, everybody here gets a little preview. You watch them too? I love to hear that. We're all in this together, like I said. Speaking of being in this together though, I need you all to be here because I am, again, I'm very easily scared. On one hand, I know what to expect in terms of, hey, I'm gonna be on a ship that possibly has ghosts. On the other hand, I have no other idea what otherwise to expect. For all of you guys, really, just be yourselves. I do have redeems off, like I said. Try not to spam the sound commands. Just be respectful. Same with Tangia. Try not to spam Tangia. Speaking of, which is fine though. A little bit's fine. And you can ask questions. Here's the big thing. If you guys want to ask questions, you absolutely may. We are here to experience, but if you want to learn a little bit too, what do I always say? It's right here. It's right here on my coat. Love, laugh, learn. Yes, it's a light bulb. It stands for learn. The amount of you said it was a mushroom, I swear. I love learning more things. Yeah!
We're going aboard the Hornet.
Yeah! In just a moment. Yep, so just, have a good time. Are you all ready? Chat. I'm gonna call them in a moment. Type 1 if you are ready. What do you mean 2? 1. 1. You guys are all so sweet. Okay. Give me, like 2 minutes to set this up. It should not take me that long at all. All right, set. I'm gonna be, well, basically the way we're doing this, actually this is the last thing. It is gonna be a full virtual camera that is being sent our way. We're gonna be guided around. Are you, all right, here we go. Let me head over to the watching scene. Skibbity-bop-bum-bottom. I got my okay. Perfect. All I gotta do is just have fun. All right, I'm calling them in just a sec. Up. Bear with me for just a moment, folks, as we get ourselves connected. I think we are. Hello. Oh, and here comes the camera. Give me a second to pop it out. Turn on the capture for it. Oh! And here we are. Oh no, the ghost took him away. Oh. Oh, he's gone. The ghost. Oh, good golly gosh.
Good evening.
Good evening, my friend. Giving me a spook already. Good.
We had to get the blood pumping. We had to get you, we had to get you warmed up. Come on. It's a stream. Come on, you gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta get food.
Oh, I trust me. I did the worm for a minute straight beforehand. That's probably the best a nerd like me can do.
But I'm like static shock. I gotta send a shock to your system.
Yes! Oh my god! I am a comic book nerd. You just appeased.
We're hero static shock.
I used to watch the was it WB or Fox Kids? It's been so long, but I used to watch.
I think it was Fox Kids.
Yeah, it was one of those two.
I think it was Fox Kids. I can't remember.
I think so too. Oh my god! I was either way. That took me back just now. We can hear you all right. I think there's a slight noise cancellation, or maybe it's just not picking up fully when. Oh, there we go. A little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. I had a little moment, but
Okay.
that's fine.
I hope you can hear me okay. I paid good money for these mics. Hey, listen. Not cheap. Audio engineering. Not cheap. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Hey,
Oh.
hey, listen.
I'm listening.
I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway,
It's okay. We'll
Miss
talk
Yomi-
about a refund.
tell me, how are you doing today?
Chat, how are we all doing today? Because I am doing fantastic. I am excited. I am eager. I'm a little spook and juke, but I am ready. Chat, what about all of you?
That's good. That's good. You're in the mindset. Well, I guess I'll introduce myself. Hello, everybody at home. My name is Gabriel Cherry. I'm the marketing manager here at the USS Hornet Sea Air Space Museum in beautiful, sunny Alameda, California. And you're probably wondering, what is the USS Hornet? Who here knows what the USS Hornet is?
Chat, do you know about this absolute... I know it. Chat, yeah, over in California, do you all know about military ship, U.S. naval battleship? Does anybody know? Does anybody know the date of it, maybe?
Battleship, or it's carry something. I don't remember.
I am holding my tongue because I'm like, I know, but I want to see if they all know.
carry a hard drive full of Miss Yomi's lewds. Maybe. I don't know.
1957? Actually, I think someone nailed it. Mm-hmm.
So what is the USS Hornet? What the person say?
This was actually used, if I recall, around, it was World War II. And this was deployed all the way back. I think it was well, because of World War II.
What type of ship?
This was actually one that carried like other vessels, if you will. It was for the words are always hard. Aircraft naval deployment is probably the best way I could phrase it. Aircraft carrier. The word was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, aircraft. Yes.
And this ship has an extensive history. As you can see here, this is actually Hornet scoreboard from World War II.
Holy! That's like more times than I've even streamed. Whoa.
Ironically, if the Hornet was a VTuber. If only, right?
Unless. So are those all other downed ships, other downed carriers? I mean, are they down air vessels and jets?
World War II. What you see right here is the number of aircraft that Hornet shot down.
Aircrafts.
Planes shot down were 668. Planes destroyed on the ground were 742. And ships sunk or damaged in tonnage is 1,002,710 pounds.
That's insane.
This. But we're not here to talk about history. We're here to see the ghosts, but we may talk a little bit. It's a history mystery of sorts.
I will say I would love a little bit later to hear about just the history of it all, because already you've got me fascinated. We love history here in this channel too. I may be a scientist, but that just means I promote education. I'm a VTuber Bill Nye. I guess that's the best way to put it. So
appreciate them. You can appreciate, the technological wonder that is the USS Hornet.
yes, I'd love to see how it functioned. But I also want to see if we can still function by the end of this, because there's a possibility of ghosts that could, yeah.
Okay, listen, hey, listen here. Hey, these ghosts ain't playing. Think I'm playing? Ghosts ain't playing, Miss Yomi.
Ooh. Oh dear. I'm not scared. Honest, chat. Honest.
Before we go, truly scared. You want to know what this is? By any chance?
So I can see that this is some sort of missile, or it wouldn't be a torpedo. This would be something for air. This is this is land to air missile, isn't it? This is one that took down some of the jets, is it not? From the aircrafts. No.
Land.
This was one that fired upon land?
Yes, it was. But you were right. It is a missile, but what kind of missile? It's very, very boom.
Oh, so this was meant to wait, was this meant to penetrate bunkers and stuff like that from afar? Like a bunker buster?
I'm pretty sure if this thing ignited, it would completely vaporize a bunker.
Oh! Are we saying nuclear level?
This is the B-57 nuclear missile. During the Cold War, it is neither confirmed nor denied that the USS Hornet may or may not have had the capabilities of holding nuclear weapons. This is an example of a nuclear warhead that you would see attached to an A-7 Skyhawk or an S-2 Tracker.
Oh my gosh! I'm sure it's safe. I'm sure it's safe.
You think I'm gonna have
you have more bravery than I ever would. Holy smokes!
We haven't even started the ghost story. You think I'm rich? I ain't gonna.
No. Ooh, what is that to our right? Is that one of the aircrafts that it carried?
Yeah, so this is actually the FN-2 Wildcat. This is
Wildcat.
Aircraft that you can see during World War II. You see the Wildcat, but trust me, it's not the actual Wildcat that that was known to be flying in World War II in the early years. This is the training variant. You see variants such as this being used for training pilots in World War II because you don't want to give a pilot an actual armed and fueled fueled, but you don't want to give them an aircraft that can be used for war.
Hmm.
Now, here's a little fun fact for you. Where do you think we recovered this aircraft? Now, here's also cool facts. All of our aircraft are restored by our volunteers here aboard the ship.
Oh, volunteers. Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Can you guess where we recovered this aircraft?
Ooh, so I want to say like aboard the ship itself. That would make sense though. This is a training one. They wouldn't carry training ones on the ship, I don't think. So
right, aircraft from certain places, all over the country, they come here and we restore them. But there's something very unique about this one.
I want to say a military base. I mean, like a naval base. But if there's something special, unique about it, then was this like restored wreckage or something like that? Then.
Was wrecked, but where we recovered it is somewhere very unique. What do you know about Lake Michigan?
No! Wait, really?
During World War II, Great Lakes on training carriers such as the USS Wolverine, training them to land on aircraft carriers because that's a very difficult thing to do.
That's a big challenge.
Covered at the bottom of Lake Michigan because the pilot probably missed his landing. Had some sort of critical failure, had to bail out. Navy didn't really want to go recover this aircraft.
The Michigan plane! Holy!
They start restoring the aircraft, bring it aboard the USS Hornet, and thanks to our volunteers, you see her as she is today.
Bless them for doing that too. This thing has its own tail. Oh my gosh. I'm flabbergasted. I mean, of course, we appreciate the people that spend their time doing so, but what a way to restore. That's so cool!
On the other side of the spectrum, you have a more modern naval aircraft. This is the Hornet, not the Super Hornet, guys. It's the Hornet, the Legacy Hornet. Navy slang is Charlie Hornet. This aircraft was workhorse after, obviously, you like Top Gun, right? You like Top Gun?
Yeah! Oh, I'm a movie buff, yes.
Got the need. I got the need, man. And anyways,
I love God.
But the F-18C Hornet was a workhorse aircraft of the United States Navy. After the F-14, this thing rolled off the assembly line, it took over most strike operations. You've seen it used in say, the Gulf War, for example, and it was just retired, I believe, 4 years ago. I could be mistaken, but it was just retired. The Super Hornet is now its successor.
Oh, so it was. I mean, the fact that it's got a successor and not just like completely scrapped, like it's a grandfather. It's watching its kids now doing the duty.
No, Miss Yomi, it's a hag. It reached hag status.
No! Damn! No way! Well, he gets a medal now. Got him. Don't clip that. No, you gotta clip that. You guys are the best.
Well, we are in your backyard, so we're gonna go into the interior here. We're more the scary thing.
Ugh.
But USS Hornet is an Essex-class aircraft carrier. Now, Ms. Yomi, a class of aircraft carrier is a design that has multiple ships in the class that are built and rolled out. The Essex class was one of the most numerous aircraft carrier classes to be built. There were 24 in total. They had 42 planned, but they cut back as soon as the war ended.
Ah.
Now, yes, now you kind of, Mr. Cameraman, you pan down here.
Ooh.
This could hold hundreds of aircraft inside.
Oh my gosh.
It was over 100 aircraft, multiple squadrons as well. But as the jet age came into play, jet aircraft got bigger, they got faster, and they had more weight. The USS Hornet couldn't supply that. So Hornet, in our later half of history, became a CBS, which means an anti-submarine warfare aircraft carrier.
Whoa. So, I will say anything with submarine warfare, that immediately gets me scared, because it's like getting put in one of those underwater. Oh.
Because sub.
Oh, shit! He's too good! He's watching my channel.
Headed into the bowels of the ship.
Oh. Double kill. Ooh. So I'm just getting a look around with it and all. I'm like, I gotta remember how compact it had to be for. Wait, what?
Do you hear that?
I maybe.
Light Scoob! I gotta get the puck out of here, man!
Like Zoink Scoops. Oh, I would immediately be scared in this. Like the tight spaces. I mean, it's all built to be. Oh, we're not allowed. We're not allowed. Oh, he's breaking the law.
Come on.
Everyone say they love you, by the way.
Play isn't open. Never mind.
Oh.
Wild good chase. Sorry, everybody.
We'll find something. Oh, we're gonna go deeper into the den. So
Where
things
we're right now, the junior officer parsing area. This is where not listed officers. Commissioned officers will be staying on the ship.
Oh, because I always think about like where people say for like the maintenance would be, or like doctor would be, or like where they eat and stuff like that. Like the general living on these ships is what's always fascinating me the most. Ooh. Oh, I don't want to go down there. But we have it.
We're in JOB Central. This is a shared living space between officers.
The officers
Some
are
say
here? Oh.
work. But that light's not supposed to be on.
Wait, why are the lights on in here? Did somebody flick a switch? It's only
I don't
us.
think so.
It's supposed to be only us.
I don't know. It's supposed to be us. I don't know.
Hey, Sivvy, you were here earlier. You're part of the V fleet. You can help us, right?
If you're watching and I die, you better tell my mother.
Hey, at least it was for content.
First to say that I died for content.
Could be worse.
Why is a dog talking to me?
Whoa. So I think about like even officers who lived in. Ooh. Even the officers had very tight quarters. Oh goodness. How many people had to be aboard here?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000. Oh.
We are in the full soul, otherwise known as the anchor.
What would they do here? I see a lot of like pipe work.
What you see here are chains. This is what holds up the anchor. So you know every ship has an anchor and they drop the anchor?
Yeah.
Pull them up and obviously release them. But
Did you hear
what
that?
is that?
Did you hear that?
I'm not even joking this time. There's something.
No, I heard that too.
It came right there.
From the upper. Oh, that is such a evil spot right there. Oh.
We're gonna go in.
Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm loving this. I'm scared, and yet I'm just like, oh, this is so cool. Horror movie too, right?
So scary story time.
Go on.
So, Chief Petty Officer Ross, the tour guy here aboard the ship, said the story one time. Said he was staying aboard on the ship overnight. He's an older guy, but he was still sharp. Stayed aboard on the ship one night, and he was, going to the bathroom. Sees a sailor, an apparition, in full dress white uniform, and he says, "What are you doing there?" And the sailor says, I'm getting ready to go to port." Ross goes to the bathroom. He shakes his head. He thinks he's dreaming. But then he goes into the bathroom, and the water was running.
Uh,
He didn't turn on the water.
just like the light that was on. Oh. Well, I hope Ross is okay. If not, a little traumatized.
This
Whoa.
is a practice 127 millimeter gun track. Now it's a practice one because Marines and sailors, they would practice loading a 127 millimeter dual purpose anti-aircraft gun. See how fast if they could man that, they could get as many shots as they could loading that gun. Because when you're doing anti-aircraft fire, you gotta keep it quick succession. It's like clockwork.
Whoa.
So this is a practice module.
That's a.
Now we actually have a 127 millimeter gun up on flight.
I always we always hear about these weapons, but when you see them up close, you're just like, yeah, that thing that has no right to be aiming at anybody. Oh, the defending our countries, of course, but holy crap. Whew. Oh.
Are there any questions I can?
Yeah, I was just scared. I would be scared just being on this boat. I mean, we are. Oh, I see the water reflection too. Beautiful though. It's fascinating seeing because it looks like it can still operate just fine today. Oh, I heard something. I heard something just now.
I'm so scared right now.
Yeah, it kind of am. It's.
My mom said I could get McDonald's, so we didn't get McDonald's.
We'll get you some nuggets later, I swear. Never mind, you're never to go. Oh, we're going to go down deeper. What's down here?
We're going down.
Oh. Okay, we're safe. Ugh. Oh, it's like a maintenance area? Like where they have the bilge and stuff? Whoa. Hello? Any friends here? We thank you for your service. Hello? If you guys need anything, take him first.
Anyways.
What was that behind you?
Here, wait. Focus in. You see that?
I did. It was like a bit of a light trail for a second.
What the?
Jesus! I swear I saw something too. You son of a. Boat's haunted.
Anyways. When the electrical.
Boat goes vintage.
Here, can you hear? This isn't even the most haunted parts, to be honest.
So it makes me wonder, do they have a rough estimate of how many casualties they had on this vessel over time?
There is a count, but I do not know that off the top of my head, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. Because people always think, like, oh, there's only casualties when the ship sinks. Like, no, stray fire, incoming aircrafts, everything. Like, even if the ship stands, there's plenty of casualties that happen. And that just makes me
Really
think.
want to see where most of the casualties happen, we could always check out the haunted sick bay.
Chad is saying around 250.
No, there's more than that. Well, can't argue with the quick beat. All right, but are there any questions about the museum or the carrier before we're moving down to the next area?
So, honestly, I guess my biggest question is, how long did they have this vessel in service again?
So Hornet started her career. Well, she was Hornet. Here's an interesting fact. Well, go over here and check it out. So this is actually not the first USS Hornet.
Oh,
There.
Just-
So take a while, chat. You can even guess too. How many USS Hornets were there?
I had no idea there were multiple. Chat, do you have any clue? I could only guess. Whoa! Naval ship Hornet. 17.
So here's the facts, Monsieur.
Oh.
USS Hornet has actually, there have been multiple ships in the United States Navy named USS Hornet, dating back to the American Revolution. See here in 1775, where a commercial sailing vessel converted into a warship.
Oh!
Going on through time, Hornet had different incarnations until you get to about 1898, where you have the Steel Navy. Then, 1941, the Yorktown-class aircraft carrier, USS Hornet CV-8, famous for doing the Doolittle raid, and we'll talk about that maybe a little later, went out to fight in the war. But sadly, in the Battle of Santa Cruz, 1942, Hornet CV-8 was sunk. This ship, Hornet CV-12, was originally supposed to be named USS Kearsarge, but to honor the fallen, they renamed this Essex-class aircraft carrier USS Hornet. A later ship was called Kearsarge.
Yeah, I love the honorage of how it just got here, seeing how it's like carried itself over iteration and honoring the past one, and just it's like the legacy is held to this day. That's so cool. Also, thank you, Raiders. Hello, thank you, Moo. It's good to see you.
But the USS Hornet CV-12 was in service from World War II all the way to the Vietnam War as well. She ended her career in 1970 after being an anti-submarine warfare carrier, like we had talked about. But she had a long, extensive history. World War II, Korea, Vietnam.
You were saying with that, yeah, wasn't there, oh, I swear there was another one that it served in. It was Vietnam, it was like somewhere in the Gulf. I'm trying to think what it was.
The Hornet was not involved in the Gulf War.
Hmm.
She was by 1970, she was out of service.
Oh, okay.
Not handled the jets they were using at the time.
Oh.
And the lights will flicker on and
Gosh. We're safe. We're safe. We're totally safe. Hey, at least it was your power, not mine.
stinging, slasher.
Thank you for the Prime, Pandora. Oh, we love it with the uniforms that they used to wear too. Oh.
Yeah, so this is actually the flight gear of Captain Robertson. Captain Robertson flown aircraft such as the S-2 Tracker you see right there. That's an anti-submarine warfare aircraft.
Whoa. That is a beast to be flying. Oh my gosh. Look at all of these. This is so cool.
Let me ask you a question. Another little history. You want to be a movie star? Want to be a movie star right now?
I'd love to. Want to be a voice actor, movie star, you name it.
The Tom Hanks movie Apollo 13.
Ooh. Gosh, it's been a while since I've seen that one.
So what is Apollo 13 about?
It was gorgeous planes, right? Apollo 13, as I recall, no, that was I'm just not thinking asteroid. Oh God, it's been so long.
Hi, bosses.
Hello.
What?
I know that it was like about their lunar mission that they had.
You leave home.
It was like a failed like lunar mission or something, if I recall. I remember Tom Hanks. I remember the helmet scene.
So, yes, it was a failed lunar mission, but the Apollo missions were the mission. Look, when the astronauts returned to Earth, they were recovered by aircraft carriers, and the aircraft carriers used their helicopters to be able to go receive the astronauts from their reentry.
So, it's aircraft. I've always wondered who did that. It was the aircraft carriers. Oh.
So this aircraft right here is the Sikorsky Sea King. You see right here, these are the different missions that the Sikorsky was responsible for recovering. So Apollo 8, Apollo 10, 11, 12, and 13.
Oh my gosh.
Well, in fact, aircraft was used in this specific one, wasn't used to recover Apollo 13, but it was used in the movie Apollo 13.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
But you probably are, why do we have Apollo stuff? For example, that quarantine chamber.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What?
Well, here's what we're asking you, Ms. Young. What do you know about Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins?
I know a little bit. Obviously, we have the most important part about it, which is their venture on the moon, of course.
So you know, aircraft carriers that recovered astronauts from those missions.
I admit I don't know about those, but I'm learning so much about it.
So the USS Hornet CV-12 recovered the Apollo 11 astronauts. Yeah, there's an image of Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins coming onto the USS Hornet after their legendary lunar mission, going straight into the quarantine chamber.
Wait, it was the Hornet that recovered them?
This very ship.
Oh my!
These very ships you see right.
I'm fangirling so hard right now.
I say, what? Right into the quarantine chamber.
Yes. Oh.
There's no in there, so they can't game.
Yeah. No, it makes sense for the possible bring of foreign materials, radioactive materials. Obviously, they need to be quarantined. That makes perfect. Oh my God, it all makes sense now. Because I've always wondered when they crash down and they land in the water, like who picks them up? Oh, so my brain is a.
The astronauts on multiple lunar missions, and they used the Sikorsky to be able to recover them, getting them from their command module. Here is an example of the Apollo command module. It's not the very same command module that they re-entered in, but this is an example. This is a training one. So, in there for multiple days at a time.
Oh, that's a miserable time to be stuck in that little thing. Then again,
hey, what? You get a PC in there, you get a webcam.
I was gonna say, I am a VTuber. I'm pretty much in a bedroom most of the time anyway, so I should actually realize, no, I am quite used to being in that.
This is your average League of Legends player's bedroom.
Oh my God, I just got called out again. Totally wasn't playing League last night.
Stinky League player.
A little bit. I dabble a little bit. I totally am not a gold player, honest.
Good CB to get along. This is a beautiful mural that one of our past docents and volunteers helped to make. This has both they had in her life. 1941, 1970, both aircraft here.
Oh.
But
wow. Oh, wait, I even recognize the ones we were looking at earlier. Yeah.
There's a little discrepancy here. Does this look like a Navy aircraft? Like that's Navy, blue, that's just. But this is green.
I swear I've seen that in a film before. That particular.
Right, Mitchell. That is a V-25 Mitchell.
A V-25 Mitchell?
V-25 Mitchell was an Army Air Force bomber. Army Air Force was what the Air Force is before it was formally established.
Oh my God,
These were
that's the Flying Fortress. Wait, yeah.
Oh, it's not the Flying Fortress. That's the B-17. These are
Oh,
smaller, medium range. But Miss Yomi, here's the thing: they were still big and heavy. Would you
yeah.
believe multiple of them took off on an aircraft carrier?
I wouldn't believe that, but if you told me, I would. Really?
Back in 1942, after Pearl Harbor, the United States Navy was tasked with an important mission. America's pride and morale was down. The Japanese had to run the Pacific. The
Yeah.
IJN over the place. It was a bad situation. But Admiral Chester Nimitz, president, and as well as one Army Air Force aviator named Jimmy Doolittle, had an idea. They needed the Japanese to know that, hey, we're coming. That we can affect you just as much as you can affect us. So, being an aviator he is, devised a way to loosen the weight on the B-25 missiles to make them just light enough to barely take off on USS Hornet CV-8 back in 1942. Bomb Tokyo. That was known as the Doolittle Raid, and that invigorated the American people into fighting the war. But it also had a domino effect. Because they did that, it incentivized the Japanese to go and attack the Midway. Midway being one of the most pinnacle battles of the Pacific War.
Oh my God, I'm learning so much. What?
So that's why Hornet and B-25s are synonymous, because the Doolittle Raid probably was one of the most important operations of World War II in the early period.
This is insane. Wow. Oh, I've dabbled in history. I hear these little things, and I'm just like, it's all again piecing together. And oh, oh
Are there
my
any answers
gosh.
in your chat, Michelle?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Are there any questions I can answer for you in your chat?
Yeah, guys, do you have any questions? I do want to say I'm very proud of my chat. They're not only excited, but they're more knowledgeable than I am about this.
Well, very glad you guys are enjoying it. Sorry if it's spooky, but hey, it's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I can't think of any questions at the moment, but if guys, you are allowed, of course, to ask anything you want. Does the ship? If you guys have any questions, you absolutely can ask. Oh, what is that over in the background?
This right here, troop transport, medical transport, Seahorse. Back in Vietnam,
Whoa!
one of the big innovations for helicopter operations. Obviously, everybody watching the Vietnam movies, they know about the Huey, but the Seahorse, actually funny enough, was a featured aircraft in the famous Vietnam movie Full Metal Jacket. This was
Oh
used
yeah!
see right here. Most of them, a lot of them were based off of aircraft carriers, especially CBS. However, the Marine Corps mainly used this for insertion of troops.
That makes sense. Okay, here's a good question. What is your favorite ship? Favorite aircraft that we have on here?
That we have on here,
Mm.
that would be, and that's up on the flight deck, that would be the A4 Skyhawk. That's actually my favorite aircraft here at the USS Hornet Museum. If you're asking what my favorite aircraft carrier is in general, or my favorite aircraft is in general, can't answer that for several reasons.
No, that's fine. That's fine. The one on here, yeah. Wow.
Oh, exactly.
I was trying to get you. Was there a
Maybe so.
Mardat? Was there a Mardat on board the Hornet?
A what?
A Mardat? M-A-R-D-A-T?
No, I don't believe there was.
Gotcha. Oh, ooh. That was on the deck, with the decorate them, yeah, too.
This F-11 Tiger. Now, this aircraft is famous for one big specific reason, and it didn't have a long service history. It was famous because it was so fast that it outran its own bullets. It's famous as the plane that shot itself down.
What?
When
What?
you're flying through the air and you shoot the bullets forward, you have velocity, right? But if this aircraft is so fast and it exceeds the bullet speed, it's going to shoot itself down.
Yeah, well, see, now you're talking the side where, again, as a scientist, I know what we're talking about with velocity, and oh my God, because like the speed and power that's got to be picking up. What the heck?
We talked a little bit about it, Miss Yomi. Sorry, everyone. I know this isn't spooky.
No, you're fine. This is what this we will get, of course, back to some spooks, but I love this sort of stuff. And my chat is super excited too.
Right here is actually where we restore all of our aircraft here aboard the ship. Volunteers.
Whoa!
And right there is the F4 Phantom. We're actually working on restoring that right now. Been in progress for about 3 years now.
I had no idea that restoration takes that long, but the amount of dedication that takes.
When you're an all volunteer run organization, we do have paid staff, but we do have a majority volunteers who run restoration. It does take time, but also money as well. Materials, restoration materials as well. That is important. Finding parts, that is another big challenge as well.
Oh, true.
But it's through the kind support of supporters and donors that we are able to restore aircraft like this to be able to teach the next generation about what was, but also to help them innovate into making newer technologies.
Gosh, if there's anything that our communities can do to help out with this, even just visiting and going on tours and showing interest, we're all for it.
That's all we want, Miss Yomi. If you guys ever want to go to the ship, I know many of the docents here love.
Guys, you know what to do. Oh, that is amazing. Thank you for the follow. I love getting a chance to go to museums. When I visited the UK a while ago, my first thought was, I want to go visit the museums. Ooh, I want to say hello to my raiders. Bon, thank you so much, Squid Raid. Well, I hope the squids are okay being aboard a vessel right now. Thank you, Bon. I love you so much. Can't wait to see each other in off-K. Oh. Raiders, we are touring the USS Hornet. Welcome. Settle on in. My friend, we're getting on in deep. We are just having some good history lessons, which I'm so on board with.
You're in the ship's chapel.
They had a chapel on the ship?
Yep. So you better say your prayer.
Yes, I absolutely will. That's so interesting that they carried faith over onto the ship, so they had something. Wow. That's so cool. I thought I just heard something. No, I must be imagining things. It is, we are ghost hunting, yes. Oh, let's see. Are those people who were...
Oh my God, what?
Wait, did one of the... that photo was not crooked before. Wait. Huh? I think it did, yeah.
What was that?
That's my tummy. No, I don't know what that was. But, spirits, if you are here, we welcome you warmly. We are happy to be here with you in the house of God. It is really cool that they had this sort of stuff. What? I just saw an orb near the photos. Same, Bon! I swear I saw an orb near the photos, too. Maybe, yeah.
And there's the hallway down.
What's down here?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to go down there.
Oh, that would mess with me so hard. Thank you for the follow, Western. Ooh.
Let's go check.
Okay. Again, is that the bed space? Did they really have to stack up like, I mean...
The enlisted would sleep. So if you were an enlisted Navy personnel, you didn't have the best digs, but was home.
My goodness. Just a few inches of cotton. My gosh. Well, that isn't spooky at all, right? Oh, the red lighting too. I would never want to be again. Big thanks to people who did serve, but oh my God.
Right now, we are in the CPO, Chief Petty Officer mess.
Oh, the mess hall.
But just in case they couldn't get personnel to the sick bay, which is right nearby here, they had an emergency operating table.
Whoa. Any who have received any, wow, right here.
So this ladder right here leads up to the hangar deck, and they needed to have an emergency area to treat people. Do it right here.
People, not to be grim, but like, people perished there. Wow.
There was a war going on.
Yeah. And I mean, bless, of course, that they've had these, like, scattered in place. I imagine so they had that, like, in different areas, like one around just every so many 100 feet or something like that. Oh my gosh. Just big respect to all of you spirits. Again, we do not come to cause harm. I love you, Bon. Oh. Lay in one of them. Chat saying lay in one of them. You guys are the worst.
I'm not doing that. You think I'm crazy?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're stupid, but we're not crazy.
Never mind. We're VTuber fans. We don't go outside.
That's true. That's true. I haven't been outside yet today. Makes some ghosty upset if you do that. You're so right, Bon. We respect the spirits.
You need to go touch grass, and that doesn't mean get a piece of turf and touch it.
You know, it's funny you say that. For whatever somebody does, I do actually have a bag of grass in my room for the joke.
Why do you have a bag of grass in your room?
Yes. Aromatic grass, just for you. Wow. Oh, what is this little spot here? Is that where they like stored food? Oh.
What is that? This is the kitchen.
Yeah. I bet they could make pretty good grub in here.
Oh, they would feed thousands of sailors. This isn't even the only kitchen.
Jeez. Big props to anybody who would ever do, Whew. I got my respect is sky. I mean, I've always respected people in the in any sort of service, but it's skyrocketing seeing all of this. It's so tiny here. Chad, do you have any questions so far? So that was the only mess hall that they had. That entire spot had to feed over 1,000 people.
Oh no, that was only for the chief petty officers. That was very.
Oh, that was what that little one was for. Was where the good dining was. Oh my gosh.
We'll check out where the best restaurant on the ship is.
Wow. Yeah, so it's kind of. I mean, again, they have their classes. They have the ranks, and certain ranks. While you would get slightly better privileges, it was.
Well, here's a good play. This is an example of a sailor's foot locker.
Oh, the foot lockers. Okay.
So basically, all your uniforms, possessions, shoes, toothbrush, everything had to fit inside your foot locker here.
That entire one, that is one person's foot locker. Oh, I even see. Yeah, towels, their shoes, their toothbrush, brushes, trousers. Wow. Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing the list. Wow. Your entire life. Here I am thinking like I'm going to a convention next week and I have a case about that big. That's supposed to last me 3 days. Imagine living with a case that size. Oh my gosh.
We are now entering the torpedo workshop. Oh, this
torpedo. Oh. Hello?
This is where torpedo be operated and maintenance in. The torpedo bombers. That
What?
I don't like the look of this.
Was that door supposed to be open before?
Maybe.
Has there ever been any on-ship incidences involving the torpedoes? Or
so where
fires?
we're standing right now is actually a hollow space that leads down into the torpedo magazine. This is several decks deep.
What?
So as a matter of fact, parts of the Hornet are actually underwater.
What?
Not under, but like the level is underwater technically.
That's incredible. It goes down that. So as an entire system where they would. I mean, that makes sense too. It's not like they would carry this whole thing around. They would, slide it down or guide it down that chamber right there to below.
Well, a replica of a Mark 13 torpedo, World War II.
Wow. Well,
So
yeah, this
as
is. I mean, that casing is like 70 years old. My God. Do not touch the torpedo. Yeah, message received. Wow.
oh, when they put this glass case here, man, I haven't been here long. But here, this leads down into the magazine down there. So they would crane up these torpedoes, and they would bring them up here, bring them up to the flight deck, and arm.
Wow. It's a whole pulley system and guiding system up the series of tubes. That's again though, as I see this, it makes sense. I always wondered, like, how do they maintain it? How do they reload? What do they do? And yeah, I see these chambers you're talking about, and it's like, yeah, like it's a multi-level. Oh, here's one right now.
Heights. Now look. That's how deep it
Oh
is.
God, yeah, that. Has anybody ever like accidentally? I can imagine like dropping something down there by accident, or even worse.
In the old days, someone actually fell and died down there.
Really? I didn't mean to be insensitive. I was curious, but oh my God, that happened.
But some say that if you go down there, you can still hear the spirit of the sailor who was lost.
Oh, oh, what a way to. My goodness.
Very scary stuff. It was a very dangerous job. You know, what's systems.
It was. I caramba. I can't even. Everyone's saying they thought they saw a face down there. Are you guys serious? No, we're not going back to that. No.
It's crown.
Shut up! God damn it. We'll have to look back at the footage later. Oh my God.
Look, it ain't that much.
I'm learning so much. Wait, did you guys hear that?
What the hell is that? Just keep moving.
I'm sure it was safe. I mean, we're here to help. So.
All right, we are now getting close to probably the one part of the ship that scares me good now.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you had any like how many encounters you may have had, or if you had, what's your best story, or even if you have recordings of seeing stuff. I'm very curious.
I'll tell my story once we get to the location.
Oh, awesome.
This is the medical center, otherwise known as the sick bed.
Oh, that just war and plus sick bay is an immediate place where I'm like, nervous. And again, people perish here. Like, this is where a lot of the crazy, not crazy, but like the aftermath of any sort of attacks or, it was not pleasant.
Spirits, can you hear them?
Yes, we're not here to cause trouble, honest. Yeah, the med bay. I cannot imagine just having to sit here and wait.
Lord man says hello.
Funny Soccer Man says hello. Flork, are you here? Oh.
Where are you?
So is this the med? Is it, these are med bay beds? Are they? I mean, we're just near the med bay. Is this?
This is where anybody who was sick, injured, would rest.
Wow. So, and even then, they didn't have a lot of room, so they had to stack it like this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And not just sick, but wounded and stuff too. Yeah.
Man, this area freaks me out. Ooh.
Yeah, that's that, because that's where the most suffering was. Well,
It's a Hornet toaster!
I was gonna say, what just happened? Yeah, did that just pop just now?
It's the brave little toaster.
Oh, I am a hag, so I do know that movie. It was one of my favorites as a kid.
Technically, if I'm quoting all these old movies. That movie was terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, the ending of it? Absolutely. Ugh. Wow. I just love seeing how everything functions and crosses itself together and you learning. I'm learning so much.
This
I
is the
mean,
hearing center. Ever been to get your hearing checked and they put you in a sound muted room? This is where they would do audio tests.
oh, free ASMR. Uh,
Okay, maybe
I remember those as a kid. I actually kind of looked forward when in school when they had to do the hearing and the sight test. Right, so they had to do that, of course, to make sure you qualified or what you could be signed up for or.
they
Huh.
would do X. You had X-ray.
Oh wow. X-rays, very yeah. It's like a little Torin said it right. It's like a very condensed city.
Well, they usually say aircraft carriers are cities at sea.
Really? Oh, a city at sea. Oh, nice call, Torin. Wow. This is so cool.
Moving deeper into the ship.
Yeah, what's over there? Ah! Oh, this is cool. So have it again. It is a museum. Which, guys, again, this is a museum too. During the day you can tour this.
Little cool thing, Miss Yomi,
Yeah.
that we actually have. This is a new part of our collection. We have a piece of one of the B-25 bombers that conducted the New Little raid given to us.
The ones with the 25s we were talking about earlier. Wait, really?
Most of the B-25s crash landed in China after conducting the raid because they didn't have enough fuel to get back.
Wow.
So
I'm glad you guys are wanting to visit this place. My chat is saying next time they come around here, they want to visit. Aw.
Oh my gosh, it's the one place everybody will be scared of.
Oh?
It's laundry.
No!
This is
How dare!
Trust me, you sailor, you laundry duty. I don't think any of you want to be watching a stranger's pantaloons.
No, no, you're right. I can imagine that hygiene was very tough. You're surrounded by water, but at the same time, it's not.
That's they spick and span. They've got standards, you know.
That's true. Huh. I love how there's so much equipment along the walls too. I mean,
We're entering the Marine detachment.
Marine detachment. What's that?
Because Marines are separate branch military. However, they are part of the Department of the Navy. So the Marine Corps and Navy have a very strong tie together. Here's some $1,000.
Whoa! Whoa! So this is where the Marine. Okay, I had no idea. But again, it makes perfect sense. Okay. Ooh, brings me back. Oh, that's right. I do have some people also who have served in my audience too.
The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war.
Damn! That goes hard.
This was their barracks, where they would sleep and they would eat. Well, they eat in their spots, but this is where their domain.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I had no idea, but it makes sense. Every Marine is a rifleman. Yeah. And now I can imagine the stories that were shared by those on this ship with the Marines when they came under here and ooh. Yeah, to see all the equipment along the walls too. Like, there's no space that's gone unused.
So, Ms. Yomi, well, you asked earlier about where the other restaurants were, where everybody eats. So I'll show you where senior officers.
Yeah, because we're here for the ghost, but I'm also here for the for like the knowledge behind it. Yeah, watch your head. Oh goodness, I'm actually kind of tall, so.
For reference, chat, I'm 6'5".
Oh, message received. Wow. Yeah, I'd be hitting my head with that too.
So
I get lost in here.
where we're at right now is called the wardrobe. Now, where's the wardrobe? Essentially, this area is your 5-star restaurant at sea. This is where the senior officers would eat. Matter of fact, when they were in port, that they would bring their wives and they would have and their other spouses with them to be able to eat at this restaurant. Very, very sophisticated. You had the fine china right there.
Ah! Yeah, because it's the senior officers. Okay. Yeah, they actually.
So tradition was, this was told me by a docent, that when the captain's wife would come aboard and they would be eating here on the ship, unless the admiral was there, all the sailors, they would stand up and honor the captain, but also honor the captain's wife. She would
Aww.
sit down until she sat down. And then the captain's wife should decide the menu for the evening. But here's the thing. Ice cream was a very valuable commodity in the Navy. Not everybody had an ice cream machine. Hornet had ice cream.
Oh, goodness, I had no idea.
So, but here's the thing, though. If the captain's wife decided they were not going to have dessert that evening, nobody got ice cream.
Oh. Oh, no.
The LMAO skill issue, get wrecked, deal with it.
Jeez.
I too remember the Great Ice Cream Massacre of 1947.
Jeez.
Great Ice Cream Massacre of 1947.
Yes, oh, yes. They pulled a McDonald's on them. Wow. I love hearing about these little traditions, though. Oh.
Now we head down deeper into those.
Careful now. Walking down it the right way, too, so you don't get hurt. Yes. Whew.
Well, you can walk down. You gotta be an expert.
I can imagine. It's 90% tradition. Yeah, I love the tradition that they have. It creates a bit more camaraderie. Absolutely.
Oh. Can't cross this line.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, chat. Stream's over. We can't cross this. Sorry.
Where we're at right now, Marine Guard Post. United States Marine Corps officer will be posted here because past this point, nobody without authorization was allowed to. Marine officer was authorized to block anybody from entry and or debilitate or disable if necessary. Probably can get what I mean by that.
Oh. Oh. I saw the Marine seal. Yeah. Oh.
Where we're heading right now is the magazine. Where bombs would be.
Oh. I mean, guys, yeah, it's more than just torpedoes. Oh my goodness. I had always wondered where they store their munitions and everything like that. Yeah.
We see down here, this leads to the elevators. So, Ms. Yomi, you know what we saw the nuke earlier? So, we are a deck below that. This leads to the elevator that lifts up to raise up ordnance to that deck.
Oh, I can see the above you too. I can see like the conveyor, like where it'd be linked and yeah, I see it. The rollers, how it's, yep. This makes perfect sense. For chat to know, think of it like a meat hook, or like, but you have like ammunition hanging, and it'll like slide along from the ceiling all the way to that conveyor. Yeah.
Well, deeper down where bombs will be stored. This is another elevator we're standing in right now.
Oh.
Very, very deep. Well, here's the example with some practice bombs. Now, the Navy didn't want to use armed bombs to train their pilots all the time, so they used sand bombs. They would fill their bombs with sand to be able to train pilots to know the characteristics of the weapons they were handling.
Sand bombs for training?
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, you know, that not only does that make sense, it's a good way to save up on resources, yeah. Huh. I do love hearing about how they trained like that, yeah.
This goes into the interior. And this is a storage room right here, so you have some extra bombs. You have right here is a 127 millimeter shell. Matter of fact, I'll pick it up right now.
What? Oh, thank you.
So we got 127 millimeter, right? This is the shoe parts to the shell. There's the casing that has the gunpowder in it. Then there's the actual shell. This is where the shrapnel is and what would be used to pierce armor.
Whoa.
Weighs about I want to say 80 pounds right there.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
was not
say,
88.
I heard it jingling. My goodness.
Yeah, I'm a big, strong guy, so it's a little challenging.
You could bench press me.
But
What
this
is that
example of the
one?
bomb I have is chained up here. This is an unguided bomb. But you have these flaps right here, so when they have the reticle and they're aiming at a certain spot, this helps that bomb to stay on target as it's going through the air.
Oh, so it's a guided system, and those little winglets would help it steer, basically. Oh.
So it wasn't a dummy bomb, but because of the wind resistance and drag and moving through the air, this helped to keep it in place.
Oh, this is so cool. Ah, okay.
This is about 500 pounds right here.
Oh, it's about what? Oh,
Right here.
and you're firing, and that's just one of them. That's just one of them.
Another 500 pounds.
What?
Most impressive. Most impressive.
I was gonna
So,
say, and they would have dozens more. I mean, more than that of these around the ship. Having a look.
And it all brings them up to these. Because here's the thing: United States Navy doctrine: no aircraft is to be fueled or armed in the hangar deck. They are only supposed to be fueled and armed on the flight deck. That is because in case you will fire or explosion.
Yeah, safety protocols in case any mishaps. Oh my god.
Now we go deeper into the valve.
And again, I worry about like incidents that would have happened to. Oh, careful. Oh, what are those?
That class right here. Why are we in that here? Well, so they ask, how's the aircraft take off on an aircraft here? Well, we use catapults to launch. That kind of spooky in here.
Oh, yeah, because the aircraft fuels, yeah, they're no joke. What?
There is.
Hi, Raina. Oh my goodness.
So when you look, we're in the port side catapult. Now, catapult, essentially, is a mechanism that pulls aircraft via a shuttle system, a cable, if you will, to pull them to help them get up to speed to be able to exceed. Now, Michelle, here's a question for you. With aircraft, when it's in position, right? So they hook it up to this system. Here's a good example.
Okay.
When they hook it up, when the aircraft hooks up to the cable and it's sitting right here, and they're at the ground for the crew are getting it ready to launch, what do you think the aircraft's doing? Is it giving full power? Is it giving half power, or is it giving no power?
It's probably it'd be given about like it'd be having it itself at half power, wouldn't it? Like yeah, on standby. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You guys are still hearing me. We might have lost them. Booga booga. It's okay. You guys are still hearing me. It's okay. Can you guys can you guys still hear me at least? Okay, we're all still here. Okay, it's not me then. It's they did say that there's a possibility of losing connection on this end. Lost you for a bit. I think it's on your end. Mm-mm. We hear you. You can hear us. We can say, oh, there we go. We are back.
We died.
No worries. Good. At least we got to check really fast. Sorry about that. Seems as we were going down lower, the ghost didn't want us to have a chance to look. Oh.
We'll go check out another spot. We'll go check out for the recreational areas.
Ooh. I do wonder what they would have been doing during recreation on this ship.
Amy, we're into what's known as the Needle.
You don't.
This is where
Okay.
you get all your goodies at.
Oh.
Here's a spot. Buy your goodies. Check it out. Here's what we got on the menu here in the USS Hornet for the Needle. Orange juice, 10 cents. Milk, 10 cents. Coffee,
Needle.
10 cents. Coca-Cola, 10 cents. Root beer, 10 cents.
They had
Hot
to
dog,
buy
15
their
cents.
own.
Hamburger, 25 cents. With cheese, Mr. Squidward. With 30
Wait,
cents.
so
Patty melt, 25 cents. Spam sandwich, 20 cents. With cheese.
with cheese.
With cheese. Candy bar, 10 cents. Root beer float, 20 cents. Ice cream, 10 cents. Milkshake, 20 cents. And you got 3 flavors.
So this, I didn't even know. They had to buy their own, like the soldiers had to.
Yes, ma'am. They had to buy, if you wanted all the premium items such as you see here, had to buy it with your money you get paid with.
Huh. I always thought like, they were like, tax salary kind of stuff, but I mean, the tax salary goes to pay them.
Nope. The Navy doesn't pay you to sit and drink Coca-Cola.
Damn. Wow. I'm learning something every day.
Get their goodies and they'd hang out, play cards, etc.
Yeah.
But not everybody had authorization to go down.
Not everyone have the authorization. Oh my goodness.
Don't watch them.
Yep, watch your
Any
step.
questions?
Oh. So yeah, chat, if you have any questions too, let us know. When did a soldier or like get a, I say soldier, I'm a bit blanket term, but like when did somebody get a chance to be in the break room? Like how often would they get like, free time?
Sometimes you would have people that would be on 12-hour watches. That means they'd be on duty for 12 hours at a time. And then they ideally want to get some grub, eat, sleep. And if you had some time, maybe go play cards with the guys, do something like that. But when you're on Navy ship, you're deployed, you're working. That's what you're here to do.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I mean, yeah, it's hard work if you're aboard the Navy like that. Oh.
Over here,
Careful.
so we saw the wards. This is one of the many kitchens I told you about.
Right. Yeah. So this is for the like the base the basic reserve then. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna go head down to one last area. This is where I was telling you my ghost story.
Chat, did you see that?
Are there any questions I can answer?
I don't think we have any questions at the moment. I think we thought we saw something, but then again, we've seen a couple of things that's given us a bit of a spook.
See a lot of things here on the Hornet. That's for sure.
Yeah. Again, how many people have served and how many people have even like perished on here? My goodness.
All right.
Oh.
Or down.
Where are we going this time?
We'll see.
Oh. Is the menu the prices? Yes. Oh. What's in that door?
Sure you want to go down there?
That, only if you go first. So if something bad happens, I'm the safe one.
What? You're on a phone. You're on a device right now.
Yeah,
we are
it's about being
We're live for content, ladies.
yeah. Raiders, welcome and hello. We're on a haunted ship tour right now. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, I'm less responsive to chat. Apologies. Thank you again. Welcome. Say hi to the ghosts, chat.
Hi, ghosts.
Ah.
What equipment we have here on the ship?
Whoa.
This is the machine. So they do repairs on all the equipment we have in-house here. A lot of items. Still use the machine shop here for restoration purposes.
What? Oh, the restoration you were showing us earlier, right? Oh. I had no idea. So that makes a lot more sense then, because you were saying that the work that it takes goes into it is years even. So, oh man, even the mess plates.
So, got ready right here. We are in the enlisted mess.
The mess hall, yeah.
This is the biggest kitchen.
Right, because this is the rest.
Enlisted personnel.
Wow, that kitchen's huge. But then again, you said it was 1,000 people that could be on the ship at a time. Wow.
The ghosts are leaving lights on.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of those lights. You said that many of the lights were turned off. So,
This is where the enlisted sailors would eat, as they were not authorized to be in places like the CPO or the wardroom. But get your chow, get off the watch, go meet with the guys, be here. Hopefully you get to sync up when you're off watch. But this is where the magic happens. We actually use this area as part of our liveaboard program where we bring on scouts and they come in here and get to eat like sailors. They get to sleep on the ship. They get a whole tour experience and get to experience what it was like to live aboard the ship.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's chairs. Ooh.
I was gonna say that shouldn't have been pulled out. I feel like a lot could have happened either here or, of course, also in the med bay. Oh.
He choked on the avocado.
So they have 3 separate mess halls for them. Interesting.
Listen to this.
Oh. Wait, I thought I
saw something.
It's okay. Oh god, yeah, this is definitely like son of it.
Sorry, Miss Yomi.
It's okay.
I'm big with This is the big one. All those plates gotta be washed somewhere.
True. Now, would they just take some of their units, like say a private, like they'd be like, okay, you're on dish duty today. Is that a thing that they would do?
Yes, ma'am. There are different rotations on who was on duty and who was on not.
Rotational system. Got it. Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's very little downtime. Constantly vigilant and at war. Wow.
And she actually was out at sea with her sailors during World War II for almost over a year.
Over a year. Yeah, I was gonna say how long someone would be on this. They would serve for about a year before getting a chance to hit land again.
Obviously, during the war, that was different, especially during World War II. But you'd see about, I believe, 9 months deployments from sailors.
See, I did trucking for a short while, and just being out for 6 weeks made me miserable. I can't imagine being for 9+ months.
Are there any questions I can answer?
Chat, do you guys have any questions while we are going? I asked if I had mine about the duties. So did they have people as cooks that were like full time? Like that was your job, as you were like in charge of nourishing the troops, like naval chef is an occupation, I guess.
There's chefs. There are chefs on board the ship. So it is a big job to be able to cook for all these sailors. Matter of fact, here's a really fun story. Famous African American sailor by the name of Doris Miller. During the Pearl Harbor attack, he was serving on a battleship. He was a cook. Because African Americans at the time were not allowed in combat roles, so he was not trained to fire an anti-aircraft gun. Doris Miller, during the Pearl Harbor attack, stepped up to the plate, took control of an anti-aircraft gun, shot down multiple Japanese aircraft while saving his fellow sailors. Despite being discriminated against, he stood up to the plate and defended them during that attack, showing the unity that comes down being a sailor. Doris Miller, he was redeployed at sea. Unfortunately, he died. However, to honor him, the United States, he was actually, I believe, he was the first African American awarded the Navy Cross, one of the highest honors you could have. So to honor him, the U.S. Navy has a new Gerald R. Ford class aircraft carrier coming out in the future. That will, I believe, CVN 81 will be called USS Doris Miller.
I love that. Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. I saw it too. Oh, that is.
What?
We thought we saw something while we were talking there. That is very respectful. That they what they did was incredible. Yeah, not even trained. One of my chat had a good question, which is, how long does it normally take to walk from one end of this vessel to the other?
It depends the route that you take. If you're on the hangar decks, I'd say, depending on what your speed is too. For me, it's about 5 minutes. For some people, it's going to take them a lot. If you're on the bows of the ship, it's going to take you a lot longer because you have to navigate all the passageways.
Yeah, the ups and downs and going through the little corridors, right? But on the surface, about 5 minutes. Got it. And what would they do if somebody just went and fell overboard? Do they have procedures for man overboard?
There would be signals that would signify a man overboard. They would then send out a helicopter or send out a crew to go retrieve those sailors who were overboard.
Oh. Yeah, they must have systems for everything. My goodness. This has been just amazing. Oh.
End of our spooky puck tour. There's still a lot more of the aircraft to see, but I think we're coming to time here. So I want to take the time to answer any questions you have or Chad has or anything in general.
Yes. So chat, again, if we have any more questions, you guys have been so fantastic in everything you've been asking so far. You guys all absolutely can. I guess the question I'm trying to think of a couple things. My first is, if you want to tell everybody exactly where this is located, so people can, head over here if they want to have their tours. Because I know a few people have expressed interest, and I think it'd be better if you guys heard about the USS Hornet from you.
California. That's over in the Bay Area, nearby San Francisco, right across the Bay Area. We have multiple programs here aboard the ship that you can enjoy beyond just coming in and visiting a museum. There's our liveaboard program that's open to people of all ages. But then, as we have done, there is an even more in-depth tour, which is our History Mystery Tour, where we bring on paranormal investigators that conduct paranormal investigations aboard the ship.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I'm fascinated. I love going on tours, going to museums. I'll take photos too. Reminds me, we were gonna ask before, what is your biggest haunting that you've experienced? What was the scariest thing you had happen?
I forgot to say that when we were down by the enlisted mess. So when I first came aboard in 2021, 22, kind of around that kind of tipping point there. My boss, Izzy, she was a little older, and she was responsible for getting water for this crew here on the ship in our staff area.
Oh.
So Izzy had it stored down in the freezer room, which was down by the enlisted deck. So it's one deck below where the administrative offices are. Izzy tasked me with going and taking the water, storing it down there, and going and getting it. My first time, she told me to go get it. I didn't know where it was. I got directions. I went down. I found it. As I was getting in the water, I started hearing noises. I'm like, hello? Thought I started hearing somebody call my name. Like, Izzy, is that you?
Oh, no.
Nobody's there. So I pick up the waters, I'm moving towards one of the ladders. And then I hear, gay. I was like, huh?
Oh.
Oh, like,
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, that's if your name. Oh. Oh.
so that was my most haunted experience I've had here on the ship. But I'm telling you this right now, if you are here at the later hours of the night, if you are here in the dead quiet of night, it does get a little freaky with different things.
Well, I do have every intention to start doing some traveling, so
Well, Miss Yomi, you are
I
aboard the ship.
oh yeah, I'd love to be aboard the ship, and we can do something. We could even do a little bit more if so. Like, oh my gosh. And this was all brought to us by the V Fleet project, so kind of just wanted to give a little shout out about that, of course. But
By the USS Hornet Museum. The museum is what helped put this on today. V-Fleet's just a small little thing, part of it, but no, the USS Hornet Museum is what facilitated.
yeah, got it. So yeah, a little combo of that. The USS Hornet 3 a.m. challenge. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe not that.
Yeah, what's the latest that they do like haunting tours like that?
Tours start, well, the overnight starts at 6, but the tours start at 9 o'clock and they go till, I believe, 11 the next day. I believe 11 a.m. the next day.
Whoa, overnight like that. Oh.
They do overnight tour.
That's amazing. Is there, this is a fun question. Is there, if someone asks, I don't know how else to phrase this. The question is, can the ship be reactivated when needed? And that kind of does make me think, yeah, like what they could do.
The SS class carriers cannot be reactivated if needed. They do not have the capacity to handle any of our modern aircraft, but also many of them cannot move under their own power, and a lot of the components are old and outdated. So unfortunately, no, that is not more than likely going to happen. The only museum ships I could say that have the potential to be reactivated would be the Iowa class battleships, as they were the latest museum ships to come to existence, but also were deactivated a lot later, as they were reactivated in 1985. But that is speculatory based on training and knowing how to operate that machinery.
Got it. Permanent discommission, of course. Okay, I've always wondered about that as like what capabilities like any of these ships still has afterwards. I see. Okay. The claustrophobia alone of going through here, I can only imagine you've had some people who only gone a couple steps and they just like back out kind of stuff.
As a big guy walking around here, I tell you, it was a challenge, and so you learn to duck.
Well, unless anybody else has any questions, a lot of people are asking about other ships too, Iowa class battleships, Dauntless aircrafts. I'm fascinated about all of these. I definitely want to go on more of these tours. Again, even like IRL and stuff. I can't thank you enough for this. This has been quite the experience. And
Well, no, Yomi, thank you for support of the museum. Very appreciative of you and everyone else in Sox Vtuber Agency being willing to. Again, viewers, it is supporters like you that help keep this place alive. And as somebody who very much cares about this museum and very passionate about it, help to the point of doing my own. You already know, Miss Yomi. But very passionate about what I do here and the crew here and the volunteers. It means a lot. And so thank you. And again, we encourage you to be able to attend events that we have here. For example, Miss Yomi actually did a meet and greet at our anime and gaming convention called CarrierCon here. That is a great event that we do to be able to outreach to new communities and show the diversity of USS Hornet is capable of.
yes, if you all remember, I actually to my audience, which so many of you are, so many of my viewers, my lovely assistants, are saying thank you. I don't know if you can see it in the chat or not, but they are
I
all.
can't see. No, thank you guys.
I will screenshot it for you. I will give you a nice share of that for the feel goods. Yes, Carrier Con, you all were wonderful enough into bring us aboard for that too. So that is a very big thank you as well.
Miss Yomi, museum and further detail, I'm always willing.
Oh, absolutely. Is there anything that we can do to help us support, I guess, other than visiting and spreading the good word, I guess?
Well, that's just it. Is visiting the museum is a big way that you can support. Your ticket matters. Also, if you want to become a donor to the museum or a museum member, that is important as well. Because again, even if it's just $2, that goes such a long way to supporting the museum. And we are always so grateful for the generosity of our supporters. And that's viewers like you.
Yay! I'm glad I could do some help. Yes, everybody, if you ever can, please. And, oh gosh, thank you again. I am smiling from ear to ear. Scared! I probably have to go change my attire. We're not talking about that. I was scared, but thankfully I had someone as brave as you. I guess along the way.
Remember, Miss from Big Hero 6. I wear them back. I wear out then front and back.
Oh, well, I guess if that is all, thank you again, and you were fantastic. I will we'll definitely get some more. I'm already going to tell a couple of my friends, like, guys, you should go do this too. Maybe we'll see if bring some others. Yes.
Well, again, if you ever want to see the museum in more detail, always willing to, even if it's on or off stream. Thank you, chat, so much for, and we hope you guys will be curious and come and discover this museum because it is a piece of rich living history that's still around today.
And we are very, very fond of the idea of maintaining our history, preserving, making sure we don't lose out on really anything. So thank you again, everybody. We're going to get going now.
Miss Yomi. All right. You guys have a good time. See you on the flight deck, okay?
See you on the flight deck. Bye-bye. 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 Let's head over to the chatting for a bit. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I'm giggly. I'm excited. I am so happy. Guys, I want to send up a proper thank you message. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I had so much fun. Chat loved it. I want to say a proper thank you to them. Because yes, that was a Discord call too. Chat loved it. And I would love to do more. That was very special. So they're part of the V Fleet project, but obviously the V Fleet project is working alongside with the USS Hornet and many other ships and vessels to give guided tours like that. And I am honored that we had a chance to do that. You know, tonight's a shorter stream. I do want to show you guys something. Grem Lily, I didn't forget about you as well. I do want to thank all of you who have been here. We're not done. I first want to say, Raiders, we had Muella, Gremlin Bon, Grem Lily, Speed Weasel, and more. Raiders, thank you for all of you who did come in. I know that I wasn't able to, address everybody because we were doing all of the tour and everything. 2 hours is a short stream. It is for me, Perry. You have a good reason why you have your stuff. I hope your leg is doing better, sweetie. Oh, Perry. If you're interested, they're taking VTubers. I could be like, oh, go check Perry out too. I'd be happy to. Actually, I'm gonna do a thing really quickly. I thought you were watching a YouTube video. That is completely fine. First off, go follow Perry as well if you can. And second, Perry, do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? I know that's a dumb question. Cause get a gay pink Chaos Emerald next to your name, Perry. Get VIP'd, nerd. Wamu. That was so much fun. I love Sonic the Hedgehog stuff, but not Sonic himself. He's so lame. Well, you got a big, you got a pink Chaos Emerald now next to your name. Wamu wamu. That was a lot of fun though. I want to do something like that again. I was a little scared. I absolutely want to say, thank you to the USS Hornet, and of course to share again to V Fleet. V Fleet is again the individuals who are able to organize these things with other vessels to do the same thing. I could talk plenty about them. I just wanted, of course, give a little share, a little bit of love, thanks to them. We actually have a couple who watch us as well. I think I saw a facer there too. There's a couple things that I'm like, oh, I think I saw it. That, ugh. Also, I want to show you guys something we just got. Guys, I got a new emote. Thanks to our lovely Lily. We got a Squibby! We got a Squibby. I guess I only need to buy. I guess we've got one of our 20 new emotes available. I will put this up. Tomorrow. Or yeah, I'll put this up tomorrow. Yeah, Squib. This was made by Gremlily. Thank you so much, sweetie. I love you. Mwah. It stays here now. Squibby. I'm just taking a little breath. Remember, everyone, take a sip, take a hydrate, take a moment. Let's. I also want to thank Floric and SVA for giving me a chance to do this. I think this is the first time we've done something like this. And it's time I ask you the big question, guys. No, I'm not proposing to you.
Lurk.
I asked the big question. Would you guys be interested in doing something like this again? Would you all be intrigued in trying another tour if we get more opportunities? I'm sure we will. Yeah, yes. Oh my gosh, oh.
Greetings.
Heck yes. Oh, you guys.
Peace.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Holy shit. I'm gonna send a message about that. Me asking chat if they wanna do something like that again. You sold them, you. Amazing tour guide. Thank you guys. Yeah. Absolutely, yes. It was so fun. Education. It was educational. Like, I love history. I'm not good at it. You could love something and be awful at it.
Yes.
Yes. That was cute. I did have sounds and stuff muted. Thank you. Yeah, they're open now. Sound effects, whatever. For the IO Battleship, I would love to do more of this. I like to stream long and do wacky stuff, but I love to experiment. I love education. Like I said, I may not know the most, but I did learn a lot today. I think the thing that fascinated me... what fascinated me the most was seeing how the torpedoes and munitions were navigated and like sent up and down through these corridors and these like supply lines, and that, like, I had no idea. I didn't know how other parts of the military were were brought in there as well. I didn't know the mess halls were divided up like that. How condensed it was for like sleeping quarters for them, or just getting to understand and witness like how long they stay on there, how things function. Like, it's the Apollo stuff. I'm sorry, the Apollo 13. What? Like, actual? I didn't know. I didn't know that it was aircraft carriers that took in space shuttle landings. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. But my mind was blown as I learned that fact. Yeah. One of the things I've always wanted to do on my channel was to learn and like educate you guys with whatever I could bring to you all. You know, I only have so much of that ability myself. But being able to be like, hey guys, like, you know, here's this we could all do together. We're gonna do more of this. Absolutely. Thank you for the raid, Nano! Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's wonderful to see you. We just finished a ghost hunt. Ah! Oh, I love your model. I'm like, wait, I've seen you around before. Look at that. Look at that model. I was like, wait a second, I recognize. Oh, I love the little facial markings too. Hello, thank you. I do like to just briefly show people as we do. Also, thank you guys. I know I had redeems off. I know I had sound effects off. You know, very, I had to keep the stream more, I don't want to say clean, just, you know, I wanted you guys to see more of what there was. So, thank you also for, you know, understanding with that. Today is a shorter stream. It was focused on that. However, guys, as a little reminder for things, tomorrow, I will be streaming at 2 p.m. EST, our usual time. Our usual time is 2 p.m. I'll be streaming then. We're going to do Celeste, probably about a 4 or so hour stream. Maybe a little longer, we'll see. Or maybe shorter if you guys end up frustrating me to the point of insanity. Well, all you got to do, make sure you have the crowd control extension. You guys, we're going back to Celeste. We're going to reclimb that mountain, and you guys can destroy the game. Flip the controls, reverse gravity, make me hiccup and fall, summon enemies at any time, make a blow wind, throw snowballs at me, send bosses at me. There's a lot. I actually got a good look. I was like, this is a good one. Petition to get you to tour the Cecil Hotel. Whoa. It's a scary thing. I'm very happy. I'm gonna make a late dinner. I also want to say our tour guide was so cool. What a gremlin with a heart of gold. That's something that I love. Speaking of gremlins, a heart of gold. Gremlily made us this once again. Thanks for streaming. Yes, we're gonna raid out actually. Like I said, shorter one for us today. We're gonna raid our dear friend Aki. Aki is having a subathon, and you know what? Speaking of ships, they are playing Pikmin, trying to rebuild a space vessel. So I think having a ghost hunt raid would be amazing. That is our raid message. I'll raid out in just a second. Yeah. Thank you for today. Thank you guys. Really fast, I want to say, really fast, thank you all for behaving so well. Thank you all for being silly and fun. Thank you for any questions. Thank you for the interest. And most of all, thank you for just being here during this really fantastic experiment. I look forward to doing more of this in the future. Oh, I'm squeeing like a little goober. This was so cool. Once again, everybody, let us go raid our friend Aki. This is Ghost Hunt Raid! Ghost Hunt Raid! Ghost Hunt Raid! Yeah! We went on a ghost hunt. Let's go raid Aki. Aki has almost 200 hours on their subathon because they are insane. I'm gonna tell Aki to run the clock when they're sleeping. Yeah, or just bar Ducky. Yes, I know we went later. Guys, it's, anyone who is joining today, this is not my normal stream time. This is not the normal stream time that we do. However, I do want to experiment and do some late ones from here or there. I'll see you all tomorrow in, gosh, what, like 15 and a half hours? 16 hours, I'm basically streaming again. So I'll see you all then. Think of a short lovely time, guys. And remember, look behind you at any time. You never know if a ghost is there.